Y'all, we just had 1,000 Hamas terrorists parachute into Israel and kill 1,400 innocent people in a day. And so the question keeps coming up, right? Why so much human suffering? It's everywhere. It's insane. It's constant. Friends in the hospital, friends dying, people that struggle just so much in this life. And so I wanted to address it from a different point of view. And this is an apologetic that comes from a really great theologian named R.C. Sproul. He's a hero in the faith for me and a lot of other people. But I want you to pay attention. He compares it to this book that says, why do bad things happen to good people? It was a book that came out many years ago. And R.C. Sproul said, I wish that I could have authored that book. He said, if I had authored that book, it'd be a one-line book. You'd open it up, and on the page, it would say, there are no good people. You guys, according to the scriptures, there is no one righteous on this planet. It says, no, not one. Not a single one. Now, you can say that kids are innocent. We've addressed that before. If an innocent kid before the age of accountability, before they have the ability to choose Jesus, right? If they're to die, then they get to be in heaven for all eternity. That's something that almost every theologian, every Christian agrees upon. But everyone on this planet is not righteous. There's not one good person, truly. If God did nothing and just stood in the background and let people continue on the trajectory that they're on, the path that they're on, we would all end up distant from God, and we would all end up separated from Him for all eternity. That is the truth, right? So any time that God plucks a person up out of that path, that trajectory, and draws their heart to Him, it's utter love and mercy. It's God's grace to save every person that He saves and whoever He chooses to save. And He even desires, He said it, that no man should perish. So He wants everybody to be saved. He's given everybody an invitation. He's a gentleman, though. He's not going to force anybody to love Him. And here's the deal. Those of us that are Christians that do suffer, His promise, Romans 8:28, that everything that happens, right, is for the good of those who love Him and are called according to His purposes. So listen, if you're a Christian and stuff that's bad happens to you and you suffer in this life, in the grand scheme of things, you're not really suffering, because those things reap eternal reward. Those things have eternal benefits. Do you think 5 trillion years from now, when you're in heaven, you're going to look back on the little tragedy that you had in this little bitty short life and say, well, that wasn't worth it? Of course it's worth it. What wouldn't you be willing to go through and experience in this life in order to better enjoy the next 50 trillion years, or however long eternity is if you were to try to measure it? It's forever. So what wouldn't we be willing to go through? So instead of, God, are you cruel for allowing all of the suffering to take place? It should be, God, as much as I don't want to suffer in this life, as much as I don't want hardship in this life, God, do whatever you have to do to prepare me for eternity. I'd rather have a rougher life here and go through things here and have a better life in eternity with more rewards, to be more prepared, than to sit here in comfort and not be prepared for eternity. Think about it.